Dude just stared down the barrel and ran. Straight at us. Not a care in the world.
Aim for their weak spot. Vaporized.
I think head counts as a weak spot. I see those beaties. I see the... That's terrifying. That is actually terrifying. But yes, I think the head counts as a weak spot. Do I want to continue or do we come back here? That looks like there's a ton back there. Now, there should be... I was going to say, there should be a body or two here. Is it? It's all right. It's just the one. All right. So wow, there's many. All right. So we're going this way. All right. This would be left of the way we came in. Oh, so we were already down there. All right. So that makes sense. This vault is pretty intricate. Mining helmet, like to see it. I just wish we could have the mining helmet effect from the Pip-Boy. Alright, we're gonna open you in a moment. I mean, if there's a container and I don't get ammo, I'm severely disappointed now. Assistance terminal. Testing schedule. Registered assistants in the AM, James S. and then Rohit in the PM. All right, time. So every 15 minutes they're testing someone else. None of those names look familiar. Closed for maintenance at 11. Closed for lunch, prep lab for PM assistant, and then it went crazy. Is this the day the bombs dropped? Testing guidelines. Invalid. Yeah, everything down here is kind of messed up, at least digitally. Private. Maybe it's not Rohit or James, then butt out. Hi, James. 1534, I was able to mess up the scheduling program. The system won't expect us to test anyone after lunch for a few days. If you're right about the overseer having helpers, I don't think anyone's noticed. Anyway, this will give us some time to get things ready without prying eyes. You can leave me messages on this terminal too if you need. It should be pretty secure now. So, wait a minute. So we saw that though. After lunch, things went screwy. So they did this. We can start smuggling ammo in here. Nobody should find out if we're pinching a bullet or two at a time from the range. Still need to figure out a good fuse, but it'll take us a while to get enough gunpowder smuggled in from the range before that matters. Oh, interesting. They were smuggling ammo. Resistance. 1057. What do you think we're up against anyway? Worst case, all the superiors we've ever seen graduate. That's not comforting. I really doubt it though. I'm almost positive they're just got geeks up there. Maybe even just robots. Whoa, were they not able to leave this room? Depends on the robots. I might take the up top grads. Or are they just talking about like up top? We know up top land is the world, right? Is Boston. Is that what he's referring to there with up top grads? Haha, yeah, I'm worried though. There can't be as many of them as there are of us, and they're basically training us to be able to overpower them. We won't know until we know, I guess. And I guess we're going to know real soon. Oh, and then ones and Ks? What was this supposed to be? James, have you thought about what we should do with the little kids? If we hit the door during nap, they should be safe. We should still make sure everyone pushes forward as much as possible. I hope that'll work. We should probably have a few stay behind just to keep an eye on them. Good idea. We can trust Alma, right? Why don't you talk to her during her testing appointment tomorrow? She's in. So we know they were doing crazy stuff with kids down here. I guess I don't know about the crazy stuff, but they were prioritizing kids over adults down here, and they were separating them from their parents. That is what we learned, right? A couple episodes ago. All right, so what's on this side then? Oh, did I see you? Oh no, there's nothing to see. There's nothing to see here. You see nothing? But I mean, this certainly looks like surveillance, right? Keeping data, keeping checks. Researcher's terminal. Test protocol, aerobic aptitude. Researcher guidelines, aerobic station. So we did see the room with the treadmills. The station exists to measure and increase aerobic ability and cardiovascular health of test subjects. As a treadmill operator, adjust incline and speed to reach the sustained target rate in the subject. Once target rate has been sustained for 60 seconds, gradually increase duress until peak heart rate has been reached or exceeded. Heart rate guide. All subjects age, min, target, optimal max. I'm assuming that's optimal max, right? All right. Side effect guidelines. Unacceptable. Cease test if risk arises. Cardiac arrest, death. Acceptable. Continue testing. Muscle strain, nausea, vomiting, loss of consciousness. Well, I think if there's death or even cardiac arrest, I think the test will stop on its own, will it not? Researcher's notes. Nina. Nina won't believe it. I'm actually on the research team. We always thought some grown-ups must stay in the vault to help the overseer run things, even if we never saw them. I was right. Not everyone has to go to the outside world. They said I do more good here, and I couldn't be happier. I wish there was some way we could know I'm still here. I wish there was some way she could know I'm still here. Still able to watch her. She'll graduate in 2 years. Maybe they'll put her on the research team too if her scores are high enough. So this makes me think. So obviously they were in the vault, obviously pre-bombs. Well, there was a classroom up top. Because this was starting to make me think that Nina might be actually going to college or school or high school. I don't know, some school in Boston. But maybe it is just in the upper levels. To be young. It's only been a few months since graduation, and already I feel so much more mature than the kids I'm monitoring every day. Rohit and James both still talk about taking over the vault, like they think nobody's listening. Robbie and Becca still sneak off to huff propellant. We see that too. They'll never make it out of the research team like I did. I'm just glad I can still keep an eye on Nina. She's not doing too great on her scores though. She was never much of an academic like me. Her physical scores are among the best in the group though. I'm sure she'll graduate to a good team for up top. I just hope I can see her before she goes up top. So, all right, so it is upper levels. Nina, I think, is his daughter. That's what I'm starting to think. Passing notes. Supervisor Bissell lost some papers from his clipboard this morning. He was pretty anxious about it. He'd spent most of the morning searching for them, then pulled me aside to get me looking for them while he went to meet with the overseer. He really doesn't want anyone to know they went missing. Turns out they got sucked into a vent. I could hear the pages flapping in there. There's no way I can get them unless I were to go downstairs, but I saw Rohit fish them out of the vent down there first. I'm going to tell Bissell I couldn't find them. Shooting range maintenance. Range is really getting run down. I've asked the overseer whether we can have some supplies brought in to help refurbish it, but was told we should work with what we got. Then she reminded me it wasn't even my station. I didn't think it would be a big deal to have her ask some of the up-top graduates to bring supplies, but I guess they're really busy and there's always some risk involved with her going outside. Maybe she'll ask at next year's graduation when she can take when she takes the graduates through the surface door. So maybe they are outside. Now, once again, this has me thinking they're outside. This is pretty clear that they're actually outside graduates, not just upper levels. Alright, so that's it for that. But obviously this is where they're doing their observations, right? So could we not see... Is this one-way glass? I feel like I should sleep. Oh, I feel like I should take ammo caps and a bottle. I want to see. I want to. Let's do this. I want to see. Is that one-way glass? I mean, it has to be, right? There's no way they actually could just look up and see the people observing them. Where was... Here's the treadmills. Whoa. I'm assuming this is... Wait, is this... It's gotta be, though. Look at, you see it all over. Actually, although when we were up top, I thought the treadmill room looked a little larger. All right. 1, 2, 3. Can we... Let's see if we can find this silver... See if we can see this. Laying on the treadmill. Dance? I'm a little busy right now, buddy. Important things going on right now. There's research going on in here, but not the important research we are doing now. I'm gonna get lost. Alright, so it was the one on the right. There it is. Wow. Impressive. Dude, that's crazy. Alright, yeah, we should sleep. We should definitely sleep. Where were the beds? That's just blowing my mind right now. Alright, let's get a few. Once again, buddy, personal space. Personal space. All right, we got another 10. We still have insomnia. We do need food and drink. Let's go. Rad roach. There we go. And what are we looking at? Purified. We can do a couple of those. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now we're... Is this new territory back here? So Dance opened this door. We fought the guy around the corner. That guy. I don't think I've gone any further than that, though. I want... Admin access card.
Anything useful?
Did you seriously ask me that as I picked up the admin access card? Does this place, like, read... Science bobblehead.
Perfect.
Explain the hows and whys. Get 1 extra guess when hacking terminals. Very cool. Does this place respawn? Loot? Can we... Oh, we were down there. Very cool. I'm assuming this is one-way glass also. Nice. Alright, anything else? No, I think that's it for that. I was expecting to be more fighting going on back here. Alright, now there's gotta be... But this is not everything. This is just everything here. Yeah, I'm already getting lost again. There we go. Now we can go through the overseers. We got that key. I assume, yeah. I assume this is it, right? Yeah, admin. Ooh, look at that light.
What?
Ooh. I don't think I want to throw down a mine, although I'm tempted. Might be able to bounce a grenade. Blindly? Blindly? A completely blind grenade. Wow. Not very brilliant. Not very brilliant, Godum. Ad Victorium.
Mission accomplished.
Backing off. Alright, we still have some decent health going. Wait, where'd this guy go? Is that the guy we just fought? I guess it has to be. I got a door on the right. Overseer to the yeah, that way. Chief Scientist Terminal. Oh, can't wait to read that. Cannot wait to read that. Unlock. This is the first one that's been locked in here. Better be some goodies.
Yes.
Well, bobby pins and wonder glue will always take. You make me sad. I can't loot the mirrors. Some bugle. Hey, talk about tight quarters. All right. Not so much on the good side. On the good stuff in here. Not so much at all. All right, before we head on up, Chief Scientist Terminal. Clearance. Chief Scientist eyes only. Confidential. Violation. Prime directive. Welcome to Vault 75. As outlined in your confidential briefing packet, Vault 75 is part of a top secret military program. You have been selected for your professional credentials, experience, and commitment to the improvement of the human genome. It is of the utmost importance that you follow the protocols herein. The mission of Vault 75, above all, is the refinement of human genetics. Your scientific staff will operate according to the research schedule set forth by Schlett, Brom, and Lamb. You'll be working with an overseer with a background as a military officer. Your overseer will be responsible for training and maintaining the subject population you will be working with. It is important that you and your overseer maintain a healthy working relationship. All right. I'm falling in line with that right already. I have a feeling it's going to get haywire, though. Because look, we've already seen multiple times, I think multiple times, on different computers where it became gibberish, right? So something was going on. Experimental abstract. Vault 75 represents an unprecedented opportunity to test our hypothesis that the human genome can be improved at a rapid rate through the combination of selective breeding, hormonal treatments, genetic modification, and accelerated generational cycle. So this is why they want the kids. And specific kids, I'm assuming. The experimental objectives of Vault 75 are detailed in the handbooks which have been provided to you already. What was that noise? I honestly don't know if that noise was in the game or in my room. I don't know. Sorry. This experiment is intended to be carried out over multiple generations. As such, there may be unanticipated research opportunities that present themselves. Such diversions from provisional protocol are permitted at the discretion of the chief scientist. Schlett, Lamb, and Braun. Staff replenishment. Ugh. Because Vault 75 represents a long-term experiment in a closed environment, it will become important to replenish staff periodically. This shall be done by selective recruitment of outgoing subjects. We anticipate a certain percentage of resident population to exhibit high intellect scores, but insufficient physical capabilities to be qualified for genomic harvesting. These subjects may be at overseer and chief scientist's discretion, offer the opportunity to join staff. Those who refuse should be disposed of in the same manner as unqualified outgoing subjects. Alrighty. As if it was not dark enough. So, if you don't make the grade, please note that all internally recruited staff should be kept strictly separate from general population for at least 15 years to prevent members of the general population recognizing former residents among the staff. Oh, interesting. Only the most trusted and capable staff members should be admitted to the genomics lab. It is the responsibility of the chief scientist to very carefully choose these staff members and ensure they are sufficiently trained for their roles. Wow. Genetic harvesting protocol. Outgoing subjects aged 18 years with aggregate scoring of superior to excellent across key physical, mental, social traits must be escorted to the genomics laboratory. Processing should be done on an individual basis and with great care. Remember that successful subjects will likely be capable of overpowering staff. I guess that makes sense, right? Reiterate to the subject that a brief round of vaccinations is necessary and avoid arousing any suspicions otherwise. Vaccinations they're just drugging them, I would assume. Each subject should have a file for processing which indicates which specific organic material needs to be preserved for future testing. Be sure that these directions are strictly adhered to and that specimens are stored quickly. Genomics reports. Showing records from most recent graduation reports prepared by Chief Scientist Gibson. Day until his next graduation. There you go. Genome donors. Overall harvest was exceptional this year. Lots of superior ratings in the physical categories. Many of our vital organ initiatives are paying dividends. Pain thresholds have been a mostly solved problem for years now. We're finally getting past issues like cardiac arrest under heavy duress. The genetic material we're gaining this year should help the next generation meet goals we thought were still a decade or more off. Some concerns about aggression levels. We've had a few cases of psychological breakdowns due to stress over the years, but incidence was much higher in this group. Going to recommend we synthesize some new tranquilizers just to stock up. Food supply remains best delivered method for general population, so they're using the food. But should be concerned about future with science staff too. So I'm wondering, what am I wondering? Well, I know what I'm wondering. The gunners that are here. Is there any chance the gunners were here and then they just came back because they knew what was going on here? Is there any kind of a chance there's something like that going on? Because it was kind of like home to them. Recruitment. Only needed one recruit to scientific staff this year, with Washington joining the genetics team to help me out up here. Subject's physical scores were very low, and he has consistently shown good problem solving and critical thinking. Overseer's concerns about his attachment to some of the younger members of the population. I'm not too worried. His psychological profile shows that he's very suggestible. We'll keep him on the observation deck long enough for those he had personal relation with to graduate out of the population. That gives us some time to acclimate him to the experimental protocols without conflict. So what would be really cool, going back to my question of wonder if maybe some of the gunners were here in the past, although that's been 200 years. So no, unless there's just been a study, this was just home right away for some of them. Yeah, so that ruins that theory. But what I was going to say would be cool is if one of the gunners we found was named somebody that was in here. We just need to keep them in the dark until then. All right. My mind starts thinking things. Disposed. Oh, we had very low disposal overhead thanks to the excellent harvest ratio this year. Just 74% of the overall graduating class. Incinerations will be done within the week. Good first task for Washington before it begins the real work. So, is 74% the disposal? That's what that seems like. And that's low? Just 74% of the overall graduating class. Huh. Archived records. Please refer to hard copies, manual re-entry recommended. Dude, this is a terminal. I did get everything in here, right? Yeah. That was a terminal dance. Felt like you should have sat down for that one. All right, Overseer.
Who's there?
Oh, what have I got? Nope.
Let's show him how the brother.
Wasted a Molotov on a melee guy. Not a fan of that.
False alarm.
No, it's... Is it a false alarm? And there's still somebody up there, Dance.
Visual on the target.
Good, because he's got a visual on me. Look at, did he kind of sidestep to hide to to reload? That was kind of cool. Come on, peek. Peek punk. Peek punk.
You're out of your league, pal.
Probably. Probably. It's very possible. You know what? I just want to be done with this dude. Alright, that was a big hit. That was a big hit.
Tango down.
Tango down. No more tangos? No more tangos, potentially.
You never know what you'll find.
Whoa, this guy had some good stuff. There's that 27, 27, 15 again. I mean, he's got some good stuff. This will be... No, hold off on that. Is that the one that goes outside? I wish you were a legit magazine. Ugh. I've got a lot of smuts. Let's get you open.
Sweet.
All right. Look at all that ammo. Sweet. Juicy. Can't carry. But we're carrying it anyways. Ammo. We can give some of that to Dance. Overseer's Terminal. All right, first I want to see, is this that one that was outside? Because there was a guy out here, if it is. And they're in the like the reactor area. Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, it's not. It's just... Oh. Overseer safe key. Don't need it now. Already did all the work. There's our magazine. Grognak the Barbarian. Critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. Don't need melee though. That's alright. Whoa. Wait a minute now. Look at that damage rate. Wait, because the one we picked up only does 48. That does 84. Definitely taking you. Alright, I think we got all of that. Alright, let's take a look. Overseer's Terminal. Operations Protocol Manual. Resident Admittance. Completed Vault 75. All right. We just needed to read the manual. We didn't even need to read the manual. We just needed to see the manual. Personnel officers are responsible for admitting residents and obeying standard protocol for sanitation and scans. Research staff is to assist as needed, but otherwise remain in their wing. Adults aged 17 and older will be isolated and disposed of by the head of security, which we've already know what that is. Children under the age of 17 are to be taken directly to the atrium area. As overseer, you're responsible for introducing the children to the caretaker robots and their sleeping facilities. Research protocols will not begin until the second week of containment. It's recommended that you participate directly in routine story times each evening. So this also explains the reactor room having that recreation area for the kids. But caretaker robots, that's a new one. Is there anything else in this little section? I don't think so. Family policy. 75 is built within the township of Malden, and all families with children aged 5 to 16 have been offered subsidized admittance to the Vault program here. This should maximize the number of residents able to report for admittance in a crisis event. In the event that it becomes necessary, it is preferable to allow potential subjects to remain with their families in the bulkhead area over allowing adults to accompany subjects to the atrium. These subjects will not be admitted to the general population. Some distress is expected in the early days of internment. Please refer to Vault Tech's child care consolation protocols if guidance is needed. I'm wondering, like, I'd like to find out, like, how far in advance this vault was built. I mean, it was built in the basement of a school. How far in advance was it built? And then how early were they bringing people in beforehand or only when the bombs dropped? Staff duties. Personnel and security staff have been assigned to Vault 75 and provided with standard instructions as found in your operations manual. Research personnel are to remain in their designated wing and isolated from making physical contact with residents except under special circumstances. New research personnel may be selected annually from the Vault population at overseer discretion. Residents are to be informed that these persons have vacated the Vault. Overseer directives. 1. Residents aged 18 and older must be removed from the general population annually. Well, wait a minute. So, all right, let's continue. 2. Residents who have exhibited genetic promise are to be preserved for genome harvesting and reintegration. 3. Residents of average genetic promise but high intelligence and docility may be recruited to the research staff at overseer discretion. 4. All other residents to be removed must be culled. 5. Research staff is responsible for cultivating embryo replacements to maintain consistent resident population numbers. 6. Vault 75 is remain sealed until an all clear order is issued by Vault Tech. All right, so that's interesting. General population. What's the general population? I thought they were just separating the children like pretty much automatically, but I guess it can't be, right? So when they bring someone in, the family comes in, general pop, and then they separate? Is that what's going on? Annual turnover protocol. Beginning 1 year after initial containment, children over the age of 18 must be removed from the general population. We just read that. This will be done annually on a date specified by the overseer and chief scientist. It is recommended that this so this is the graduation, be treated as an important tradition inside Vault 75. Appropriate ceremonies should be conceived of and performed by overseer staff, with outgoing subjects being removed one by one from the main living area. Once separated from the general population, subjects with aggregate ratings of excellent and superior are to be escorted to the genomics laboratory for processing. Subjects with excellent and superior intellect ratings, but not aggregate, will be offered positions as overseer of research staff per discretion of the overseer and chief scientist. All other subjects should be disposed of as outlined in the confidential operations packet. I mean, this is brutal. I mean, this has to be. Oh, that's just the manual. That's just the manual. We've got more to go. That's just the manual. This has to be like one of the. So, admittedly, I do not know the lore for all the vaults. I mean, obviously. But this is one of the things that I love about Fallout. And then when I realized that these were, I vaguely remember. So I don't remember. I actually don't remember which game it was when I learned that all these vaults were basically research projects. But I do vaguely remember I just being mind blown when learning that, right? And that's part of what I love about Fallout. I love these stories. All right, Overseer's log. New researcher. Worried about the new recruit in science. He's supposed to be on simple observation duties and closely monitored until the subjects he knows in population have been processed. I'm assuming this is the one that we read about below. I know we've done this many, many times before, but something about this one feels wrong. Not sure I should have let myself to be talked into it. Interesting. Nursery capacity issues. Having a capacity problem in the nursery. We're as full as we can be in IVFS, but introducing more residents to the population is going to be problematic. Prefer to wait until the next turnover. We'll have to discuss with Chief Scientist. Fire in archives. Damn it all. Damn it, Jim. Some kind of wiring issue caused a fire in the archives. We lost some hardware that I'm told will be difficult to repair, if not impossible. Science lost a lot of the historical research data, though I'm told we can get some junior staff started transcribing hard copies. So we did see that on the one terminal, right? It did mention something about stored on a different hard drive, or was it actually screwy and it said recommend to transcribe? Some of the locks failed once the fire got bad. Worrying, but turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Science staff nearly got in and stopped the blaze quickly. If the locks hadn't failed, then myself or one of the senior scientists would have had to manually open the doors. All right. That wasn't quite as bad as I thought the Overseer's logs might have been. Vault 75 status. This could be rough. Oh, it's just the actual status of the actual vault. Oh, the genome preservation's still online. Research error, no callback, number of days, generator array, online nominal, resident vacancy 100%. Yeah, no one's here except for us. Remote door, we already got the safe. Or is there another safe in here that I didn't see? Might as well just make sure. Oh, that was engaging lock. Yeah, so we got it already. Oh, and that was just that door. Do I want to, I was actually wondering what door that might have been. Oh, did it say close and I completely missed it? I'm sure it did. All right, how do we get out of here? All right, did I get, yeah, we got that safe. Oh. Yeah. We got the safe, we got this. Now, where's that outside area? Oh, we didn't do the atrium, did we? Yep, the reactor. This is that area. I wanted to loot this guy. All right, there's the basically the playground for the children. Oh, I don't think did I ever see this door? I don't know if I did. Oh, no, we did. Yeah, because we jumped over. Ah. And down. And down. Dance, I think we're done with the spot, man. It's a spot. It is definitely a spot. Oh, like I say, it's gotta be one of the darker vaults in Fallout.